Yeah, let's talk about where he goes from here. So we can now, I think, basically agree that he's the greatest football player of all time. You know, he has now the rings, 5 of them. The
King Kong Bundy, 5.
the dominance is really unprecedented. When you look at the Mount Rushmore of sports figures now, does Tom Brady deserve a seat on that table? I mean, does he deserve a face in the wall?
Well, we have to first begin to say who's already on that Mount Rushmore. I mean, a lot of people immediately will say Michael Jordan,
Of course.
Wayne Gretzky, of course, Babe Ruth. So now you put Tom Brady in there. But as a professional wrestler, where's the love for my sport? How about the great one, The Rock? Can't The Rock, do you smell? I can't do the eyebrow. I try, but I can't.
Wait, don't you have your whole other Mount Rushmore for you guys?
Yes, it's just me all the time, just with 4 of me. Yes.
You're a Mount Rushmore. I feel like the wrestlers, all right, get The Rock out of here. Listen, you guys get your own Mount Rushmore.
You said this.
Get
He's
your own
The Rock. It's made of rock. We have nothing.
No, you can have your Mount Rushmore with your wrestlers, but this one is sports only.
With your wrestlers.
Here's my issue with that Mount Rushmore is it's really still hard for me to put Tom Brady there with Michael Jordan. There's a couple reasons why. Number one, and this is maybe being a little bit nitpicky, but Jordan never lost a finals. And I know it does take a huge Herculean effort just to make it to the Super Bowl. So to go 5 for 7 is unbelievable, and it's something to be commended for sure. But Jordan never lost. He was 6-time finals MVP. Brady's got 4. You know, there are certain things about it that I feel like maybe put Jordan even a little bit above. You can see there. I mean, Wayne Gretzky, he won 4 cup titles, Stanley Cups. Was in the finals once, lost one of them when he was with the LA Kings. I don't know. Muhammad Ali, totally different in my opinion if you look at the GOATs here. What he did out of the ring and off the field, I feel like puts him in a whole other stratosphere.
But there's something to be said about the Jordans and the Gretzkys. They were ambassadors for their sport. Babe Ruth, I think time has forgotten what Babe Ruth did. He rescued baseball from the Black Sox scandal. He essentially distracted the country from the Great Depression. So there's a lot of names and arguments, and of course on social media and on Twitter, everyone will be hitting us up. You know, who do you think belongs on this Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, I'm going to say a big NO to Babe Ruth. If you played during a segregated era, I can't put you as one of the greatest of all time. And listen, thankfully you and I didn't live through the Great Depression. You think those people didn't know that there was a Great Depression going on?
Yes, I'm sure they were fully aware.
No amount of Babe Ruth home runs, I think, was taking their mind off of that. But I don't know if I could put the Babe there. I mean, a one-time MVP, even back when I guess they were probably still figuring out what some of these postseason awards even were, some of these season awards were. I don't know if I can put the Babe there. I know
Is there a different football player that
might go in? Well, here was always the argument for Joe Montana over Brady, which is the same one I made for Jordan, which was he never lost a Super Bowl. He's a perfect 4 for 4. I don't think there's anyone that is a Brady's peer at this point. Charles Haley has 5 rings also, but I mean, the quarterback position is just so much different than every other.
And here's something that struck me is that Joe Montana never turned the football over in a Super Bowl. I mean, let that statement sink in. That is huge, especially a game like last night where turnovers make the game. It literally made the game. So I think what Montana did there also deserves some recognition. Maybe we can carve a little chisel out for Joe on the side.
Now Joe gets the asterisk. I don't know. I still think that Brady blows him away. I really do. I mean, listen, there are other, Joe Montana, certain Super Bowls he was in blowouts. I mean, he also had the best receiver of all time in Jerry Rice. I mean, the year that Tom Brady had Randy Moss, they went to the Super Bowl and lost it. So that really is the only, I would say, unbelievable, otherworldly, Hall of Fame receiver that Tom Brady probably ever had. I don't think Edelman, I don't think Amendola, those guys aren't going to the Hall of Fame. I just don't see it.
Well, it remains to be debated.